Hey, all gravity. Any evening above ground, you got to live it. I had to change it up. This is going to be a quick impromptu live, but I saw this on Twitter and we're boycotting Essence, correct? I know they're black owned again, but we boycotting it, right? Because of course it's ran by somebody from Africa, but we boycotting them, right? Because they decided to go to New Orleans and disrespect a black bookstore with a cease and desist, and they had to cancel their event. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna let y'all decide this. But let's see who's up in here. Torian, yes, it's a late night, but hello, brother. How are you? And Flournoy, good evening. And Kalalakar, good evening. You said, how did you make my sound go from my laptop to my speaker? You got magic powers? A magical Negro, I guess. But anyway, let's get into this. We gotta load up. We gotta load up the news story because the news had to jump on this. Oh yes, they did. They fell over themselves, family, to talk about this. They even sent a white woman out there to talk about this. Couldn't even send a black person. We got to talk about this. All right, let's get the screen up. Yeah, we're on New Orleans, CBS 4. Essence Fest files a cease and desist against a local bookstore. Lawyers representing Essence Fest filed a cease and desist against a local bookstore for using its trademark to mislead customers. Okay, let's see. Fair use.
Good evening and thanks for watching. I'm Devin Bartolotta. Sharice is off tonight. Lawyers representing Essence Fest issued a cease and desist letter to a local business they say used its trademark to mislead customers. And it's cracking down on other corporations it says is taking advantage of the festival's reach. Our Whitney Miller explains.
Friday, we obtained a copy of a temporary restraining order demanding the New Orleans bookstore Baldwin & Company and Lit Diaries LLC to cease and desist using its trademark to promote and host an event highlighting authors and artists and celebrity meet and greets. That TRO was dated June 25th. Friday morning, Baldwin & Co. posted on Instagram announcing all Lit House events happening on June 30th at the bookstore were canceled. The announcement sparked outrage and concern from followers of the store. In an open letter, Baldwin & Co.'s owner said he received the TRO Friday morning and says his business is being unjustly targeted, saying in part he's, quote, appalled and deeply offended by these actions, particularly considering the unconstitutional nature of clean zone ordinances and the unjust targeting of our establishment. Clean zones are areas around Essence Fest events where other events and vendors are banned. He went on to say clean zone ordinances disrupt the social and economic activities of the local community, stifling growth and development, and infringe upon the rights of local business owners and the entire community. But an attorney representing Essence Fest says while clean zones play a role in the cease and desist, his client's concerns are bigger than that.
This event by this particular promoter at this bookstore falsely advertised to the public that they were an official Essence Festival event. They falsely advertised that they were partnering with Essence to put this event on.
According to Williams, Essence found out about the event from authors they tried to book for the festival.
What's much, much worse is that the promoter in this case, Lit Diaries, the Lit Diaries event in Baldwin Books, they were charging authors to be a part of this event. Essence Festival doesn't stand for that.
And Baldwin isn't the only one getting shut down. Last week, Essence filed a lawsuit against Spotify for using its trademark to promote an event around Essence.
Spotify or no company, including Spotify, should be allowed to come in, exploit, take advantage of, and capitalize on all of the goodwill that the hardworking men and women at Essence, all the work that they do to put on the largest festival in the city.
In New Orleans, Whitney Miller, Eyewitness News.
A lawyer for Baldwin & Company told WWL-TV they plan to file pleadings in court next week on behalf of the bookstore. We also reached out to the promoter in this case for comment on the allegations they were misleading Black authors. We have not received a response.
Okay. So we have part of the story. All right. Okay. What did y'all think about that so far? What did y'all think about that so far? So apparently they're saying that this bookstore used materials from them to promote an event with black female writers. I love how the news didn't put that little tidbit in there. The bookstore's event was to feature black female writers. Sounds like they came in and scooped the goodness away from Essence, and he might have got salty. That's just how I'm looking at it so far. But let's see some of these news articles, see what they're talking about. Start here. News one. Essence Fest defends blocking black-owned businesses event with court order. Organizers misled artists. Former U.S. Senate candidate Gary Chambers challenged Essence Fest to rectify the situation with Baldwin and Co. Essence Festival has responded to mountain outrage after obtaining a court order to block a black-owned business from hosting its own event while the renowned annual celebration of black culture was kicking off in New Orleans. Black culture. Okay, sure. Yeah. Well, wait, Flournoy. Let's see if this bookstore really did it before we cast judgment. Let's see. Let's see. Social media timelines were replete with criticism after the news broke on Friday that a New Orleans-based black-owned bookstore was being prevented from holding a literary block party with black authors because of a temporary restraining order. Essence Fest also sent a cease and desist letter to author Tamika Newhouse, who organized the block party. Temporary restraining order and cease and desist letter claimed block party organizers didn't go through the proper licensing procedure to be included as a vendor during the annual Essence Fest celebration, but block party organizers said the event was not a part of the Essence Fest, it was being held on private property. Quote, it is deeply ironic that Essence, which claims to celebrate and uplift the black community, would choose to target a business like Baldwin and Co., which aligns with the values of community service and empowerment. Baldwin and Co. owner DJ Johnson said in a statement, such actions are not only unjust, but also tarnish the reputation of Essence and raise questions about its commitment to supporting the black community as a whole. Well, sir, they haven't upheld us in years. I thought we knew this. Okay, maybe some people are daft to what's been going on with Essence. Okay, that's fine. Essence Fest responded on Saturday by defending itself after people, including former U.S. Senate candidate in Louisiana, Gary Chambers, spoke out. In a video he posted to social media, Chambers denounced a temporary restraining order and demanded Essence rectify the situation with Baldwin and Co. And by the way, we have the video. We have Gary Chambers' video. Would you like to see Gary Chambers' video? I'm sure you guys would like to see that. And trust and believe he's not holding a gun and he's not smoking a cigarette. I mean, a cigar. I'm sorry. And he's not taking out Klan members. Blacklight Revelations. Hello. We got a late night stream. Yes, you're getting a quick one. DJ Elmo. Hello. Yes, we're getting you guys are getting a quick one. But let's hear what Gary Chambers has to say because that's his state. Fair use.
This is a temporary restraining order issued in New Orleans on behalf of Essence Magazine that stopped Black business owners from making money during Essence Fest. Let me explain. This is Tamika and Kim. They own Lit Diaries in Atlanta. They were putting on an event in partnership with Baldwin and Company, who's owned by a brother named DJ in New Orleans, for Essence Weekend for Authors in New Orleans. Let me make a long story short. So Essence decides that they find out about this event that's happening at Baldwin and Company. They send a cease and desist letter. The parties involved respond to this letter to make it clear to Essence that we're not trying to copy anything that you guys are doing. There's no branding associated. We're independent. We're on private property. All of these things. Essence gets that letter. They still file an order with the courts. 7:30 the morning of the event, they get an order from the court that says that they cannot have their event the day of the event. And it's canceled. They can't have their event because the courts have said that this Black business, these two Black women, this Black-owned bookstore in New Orleans can't have their event. And Essence is the reason. The city council president of New Orleans issued this statement.
Which we have, because we're not going to give Gary that much credit. We did our research. Yes. we have that statement, and we're going to show it on the screen. So this is J.P. Morrell. He is a local city councilman out of New Orleans. And he wrote, quote, "My office is aware that an event planned by a local business on private property during Essence Fest was forced to shut down due to an alleged violation of the Clean Zone Ordinance. It is completely inappropriate for any large-scale event visiting the city of New Orleans to negatively impact our local businesses with something akin to a non-compete clause. It's especially concerning that the canceled event was organized by a Black-owned business that would have showcased Black female authors on a weekend that is supposed to be dedicated to Black culture. It was never the intent of the council for any ordinance, much less the Clean Zone Ordinance, to impact private businesses holding private events that happen to coincide with the timing of Essence Fest. We are looking into how this occurred and how to prevent it from ever happening again." Who owns Essence? Well, it is a Black person, but I think she's I think she's either Nigerian or Cameroonian. She's the CEO. But that is their statement. So they said they're going to be looking into that on Monday.
Clean Zone Ordinance. It is completely inappropriate for any large-scale event visiting the city of New Orleans to that happened to coincide with the timing of Essence. DJ.
So I'm just
sorry. With the timing of Essence Fest.
So there you go. Young Nine, hello. He said the sun is still up in Cali. May you have traffic. No, I'm just playing. And Flournoy said that's why they charge vendor fees, right? Maybe it was sloppily done. Essence should have specified that in its permit. That event is annual. They weren't part of it. That's the miscommunication. Now, I saw the lawsuit, and they had in the lawsuit that apparently these two companies had flyers with the logo on it. So again, we're just learning about this. I'm not going to cast judgment yet. I want to see what happens on Tuesday after they go to court. But that's the statement. So let's take this off the screen and get back to what Gary Chambers was talking about.
Here's my truth. The
Negro, stop. See, it's already going to be no, we're not doing this. Sir, you were doing well. You talked about the lawsuit and the cease and desist. I'm sorry, not lawsuit. Temporary restraining order, the TRO, and the cease and desist. And then you repeated J.P. Morrell's statement. Once you say this is my truth, we got a problem. Sir, were you there? Were you there? Stop it. And Flournoy says, who reads Essence? Their event is really the only thing that's halfway popping. Their thing, I don't think you want to, Janelle Monae flashed her titty again. Yeah, no, we good. We're good. We're good on this. That's the only thing people are talking about right now. Janelle Monae flashed her right titty again. But it had she covered the areola and the nipple. This is all they're talking about. But yeah, Gary Chambers, back to you, sir. Once you start saying my truth, I'm not taking you serious. Not that we took you serious before, but now I'm going to drown you out. And this is how we're going to drown you out. I'm sorry, because we don't do this here. We're going to do it like this. No, we're going to do it like this.
Let me tell you something, man. You see a thing named police.
Here's my truth.
Politician. Me not trust none of them boy, the road boy. Remember, Let me tell you something, man.
The black
See, I
women
think
who
them
are a
police,
part of creating this event, as well as
politician.
DJ, the business owner in New Orleans,
Me not
are
trust
people who
none
I
of them
have,
boy, the road boy.
in admiration and respect for, because they
Remember.
do tremendous work for our community. It is wholly disappointing.
Let me tell you something, man. See, I think them police, politician. Me not trust none of them boy, the road boy. Remember.
Nah. No, sir. We're not listening to your truth, sir. Unless you were there, I don't want to hear from you. Well, that was Gary Chambers' statement. Now we can get him off the screen. I don't do my truth. We go by facts over here. We're not doing my truth. God, they just want to do this. I don't know why. But I read that. That's that. Let's go to U.S. News and World Report, because white press had to go get it. Essence Court order shuts down New Orleans bookstore event for black authors. You see how they just there? You gotta love their titles. The gaslighting. Black business went to the white court to shut down in a black city an event for black authors. Oh, the diaspora wars. But no black like that. Was not Ox from Belly. That was Biggs from Shatas. But yes. Now, so the Associated Press this morning, a New Orleans bookstore event to promote black female authors, was abruptly shut down after the Essence Festival of Culture. Okay. Alleged it violated a city law against competition in some of the city's tourist-heavy areas. Okay, Essence. See, this is where I'm going to side with the bookstore. You're a multi-million-dollar enterprise. You're really about to tell me that a small event with black female artists was really going to take away from your Saturday of your event, which is arguably the biggest day you have. Are you kidding me right now? So you're telling me Janelle Monae performing and whipping her titty out was going to be overshadowed by the fact that a black bookstore with black authors that probably most of us have never heard of was going to overshadow your event? Are you kidding me right now? Okay. We live in a topsy-turvy world, so, it's probably what the reason was. I mean, who wants to see Janelle Monae sing and whip her titty out? Let's go and, mingle about some people that we've never seen before and probably don't have that much interest in, promoting their books. Let's go get that done. All right. New Orleans bookstore's event to promote black authors was abruptly shut down after the Essence Festival of Culture alleged it violated a new city law against competition in some of the city's tourist-heavy areas. Lawyers representing the festival issued a cease and desist letter Thursday to Baldwin & Co., a black-owned coffee and bookstore business, and author event organizers Lit Diaries LLC, saying it used its trademark to mislead customers. Store owner Darnell DJ Johnson called a temporary restraining order demanding the scheduled Friday event closure ironic and troubling. Quote, such actions are not only unjust, but also tarnish the reputation of Essence and raise questions about its commitment to supporting the black community as a whole, Johnson said. Friday morning, Baldwin & Co. post on Instagram announced all Lit House events happening on June 30th at the bookstore were canceled. The festival said they used the Essence name illegally and violated New Orleans Clean Zone law. Civil District Judge Richard Perkay signed a restraining order, the Times-Picayune, the New Orleans Advocate reported. Let's see who this person is. I'm curious. I wonder who. Well, damn. I'm not casting aspersions. I just wanted to see what he looked like. Well, damn. Did they find her like they find Janet Jackson? No, because it was live streamed on the internet. So of course not. Why? I mean, YouTube didn't fine her for putting up her video where she showed the titty. Who cares? Yes, we saw that. And I saw the video of the animals running through the street. Blacklight revelations. Somebody went to one of the zoos and opened the cages. They had zebras and wildebeest and lions running down the street. Hilarious. Shout out to France. France has fallen. Because we all know. Say it loud and say it proud. The world is correct. But yes, that was the judge that issued the cease and desist. We're not casting aspersions here. I just wanted y'all to see who this was. Now back to the article. Clean zones are areas around Essence Festival events where other events and vendors are banned unless permitted through the city. The clean zone measure says from June 26th at 6 a.m. until Monday at midnight, no one except those approved by City Hall in Essence may advertise or sell merchandise associated with the festival in the area that includes the Caesar Superdome, the Central Business District, Warehouse District, French Quarter, holy shit, and parts of Faubourg, Marigny, the 7th Ward, and Tremé. The law also forbids other outdoor events and festivals in the area during that time period. Holy shit, that's fucked up. Wow. That's a big swath of the city. Jesus Christ. Okay. Johnson, whose store falls within the protected zone, calls such designations unconstitutional. Essence and the city of New Orleans should not be engaged in shutting down local businesses and protected constitutional expression in our community and should cease targeting Baldwin & Co., a local business that contributes to the true essence of Black excellence, he said. City Council President J.P. Morrell, in a statement Friday, said his office was looking into how this occurred and how to prevent it from ever happening again. Quote, is completely inappropriate for any large-scale event visiting the city of New Orleans to negatively impact our local businesses. We read that before. He said it was never the intent of the council for any ordinance, much less the clean zone ordinance, to impact private businesses hosting private events that happen to coincide with the timing of the Essence Festival. However, the festival stands by its actions, calling the store event and ones like it unfair competition and infringement. How are they going to take away from you? How? Explain this to me. You guys have the damn Superdome. What are they going to do? What business in that city rivals the Superdome? Explain that to me. I need this explained. Whatever. Essence has suffered and Essence has suffered and will continue to suffer irreparable harm as a result of continuing publications unlawfully utilizing its name and trademarks, as lawsuit reads. Oh my God. Sir, were these authors going to change the game? Were you going to have Tarana Burke, Stacey Abrams, Amanda Gorman, the ghost of Toni Morrison? Were these on the dais? Let me know. How is having an event with Black female authors going to impact what you were doing? What? Okay. Sure. James Williams, an attorney representing Essence, told WWL-TV that while clean zones play a role in the cease and desist order, his client's concerns are bigger than that. Quote, this event by this particular promoter's bookstore falsely advertised to the public that they were an official Essence Festival event. Williams said they falsely advertised that they were partnering with Essence to put this event on. According to Williams, Essence was made aware of the event when they tried to book authors for Essence programming who they thought were already participating. What's much worse is that the promoter, in this case, Lit Diaries, were charging authors to be a part of this event. Essence Festival doesn't stand for that, he said. And they're talking about what they did with Spotify. Ooh. Essence filed a similar lawsuit a week ago against the music streaming service Spotify New Orleans real estate developer Sean Cummins for allegedly violating the 2022 Clean Zone law during last year's festival. Y'all filed a lawsuit for something that happened last year. All right. That suit says the defendants improperly used the Essence name in what Williams called yet another example of the historic intentional exploitation of Black culture, Black intellectual property, Black creators, Black businesses, Black equity. Son of a bitch. Intentional exploitation. Okay. 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 I mean, again, from what, all right. Okay. I don't know what to say. Like I said, let's wait till after Monday to see how far this goes. This is crazy. I didn't know a small Black owned business was going to affect Essence. And where is your CEO on this? She's been real quiet. I'm just saying. She's been really quiet. But let's see what social media says before we get up out of here. So this is on a page called The Gambit. They put up an article about it. Let's see. Essence Fest blocks Black literary event at Baldwin and Co. bookstore. Someone named Black American Families PAC said because they are anti-Black American, the people who own and run Essence are not from the lineage of those who were here prior to 1865. Can't trust people who flee their homeland. Yes, Richelieu Dennis is from Liberia. I think Caroline Wake is from Cameroon. Woke on woke violence. Here we go. You knew they had to show. There it is. All right. You talk about woke, but you retweet. Never mind. Nola girl, why that bookstore is amazing. Their fight for literacy is no necessary. Voice of the experience. Support the event. Move down the street to the healing center. Call on your NOLA city council members to read what they sign into ordinance and chastise whoever had the ideas / support that a non-compete rule should extend across the city. 3, Essence Fest should apologize. You know they're not going to do that. We love and support Darnell Johnson, but that was Latoya's store. Let's see how this goes. Not Essence lining up behind Florida and Texas. That's a good one. Now, can you see these African immigrants who have purchased Essence Festival and are anti-ADOS? Why shut them down if you're not against us? Essence Fest filing a temporary restraining order on a Black-owned business is Black-owned bookstore is crazy. What's even crazier is that the TRO forced said Black-owned bookstore to cancel his event, which would have highlighted Black women authors. Damn, capitalism is a hell of a drug. Let's see what else. It's not much else here. Michael Eric Dickhead said something. Well, he ain't say nothing. That's what happens. What is this? What the hell is this? Huh? Caribbean Massive Stand Up. This year, the Essence Film Festival introduces Caribbean Caravana, a space to connect with content creators, filmmakers, and more from various islands. All are welcome to participate. Don't forget to download the Essence Experience app to register. Okay, do your thing. Divine from Brooklyn said delineation and fighting for the repair of Black Americans is divisive, but coming into our spaces and setting up your own separate space is not. Plus this, what is this? Important announcement. All Lit House events on June 30th at Baldwin & Co. are canceled. The reason this event is canceled is because Essence has resorted to intimidating small Black-owned businesses. And just this morning at 7:30 a.m. issued a court order TRO by the City of New Orleans courts against Baldwin & Co. The illusion of Essence, claiming to be for Black culture and a standard bearer excellence, while also making attempts to bully a small Black-owned business, is blatant hypocrisy. Essence has restored the threats of litigation of Baldwin & Co. and Lit House hosts author events this entire weekend in accordance to a clean zone ordinance agreement signed by City of New Orleans officials. This ordinance has already been deemed unconstitutional in other cities. Shame on Essence Festival of the Culture. Shame on Essence Festival of the Culture for filing this court order against Baldwin & Co. This is corporate bullying by Caroline A. Wagner, Michael Barclay. All right. Well, y'all have an idea. Y'all can tell them this event. Well, did they? They did Juvenile dirty, did they? Let's find out. I like what you're talking about. Let me see what you're talking about. I did not know this. I saw Juvenile trending. I didn't know. Let's see. I don't see anything about him doing them dirty. Oh, he called him out because he wasn't on it. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Well, he called him out and then he got on the dais. All right. I mean, do your thing, Juvenile. You're kind of you're the hot rapper right now. Do your thing. I ain't hating, brother. Do your thing. But yeah, family, that's like I said. He said, what kind of Black was they? Because some of them be on some gaming show. There could be a tribe on Tri Straight Yank. I don't know. I'm trying to send them an email so I could talk to them. So we'll see. Yes, Richelieu Davis is Liberian. He got it back. Yeah, he paid that, and then had Caroline Wigner become the CEO. I think I did a video on her. I did a video on her last year, actually, when I called out that coon over there at the Shade Room. No, you are not keeping me up. I got off work at 10 o'clock. You are not keeping me up. I'm gonna go to sleep soon. Leave me alone. But I'm gonna take that shower first. That shower will help. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted this to be a quick live. It wasn't gonna be anything crazy. And I appreciate everybody showing up on the live stream today, boy. Them Rama shills came in my comment section, people. It was, man. I'm about to go block this one, boy. This one just came out of nowhere. And I had nine hair combers of vivacious ramen noodles. I had 9 of his official hair combers, so you know how that goes. I tell you, what did I tell you? I tell you that side is dumb. That side is dumb. I'm gonna show y'all these comments on Monday when I do the AAPI response. That side is so dumb. I'm still laughing at some of these comments. But yeah. It's time for me to shower and go to sleep. I appreciate y'all for coming through. So yeah, take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agitators of peace come to mess up your existence.